So welcome back, Amanda, to have this conversation about what's been going on for you since you started care. And I reflect back on our previous conversation. You were just looking at getting into selecting an educator when we last got together, and you've made the decision that Annie was going to go on to Perrette. And I'm wondering if you can share with us what your experience has been like so far, or even think back to the day when you started. What did that feel like for you to actually leave Anne for the very first time?
Just reflecting back, it's been about 4 months since she started care, so just thinking about that and how nervous I was, and that whole process of giving my child over to be looked after, to be cared for, and making sure she's safe. So that first day, there was so much guilt and anxiety, and is she going to have a good day, and what's going to happen, and how am I going to go to work and think about all the things I need to do at work, but then at the same time I was thinking about her, and is she going to have a good day, is she going to sleep, is she going to have her bottles, all this all the questions I guess race through your mind. And I think Perrette did a really great job of calming me in that space of debriefing about the first day and what they're going to do. She gave me lots and lots of detail of the day and what they had planned, and she said it's going to be hard at the start, and it's going to be difficult, and you're going to have all those emotions, and that's okay, and to go through and really just be open with her on how we work together to support a smooth transition into care. And I think from day one she really got into a morning drop-off process of a routine, a really nice routine of when we arrive we sign in and put our bags down, and we have a bit of a debrief about what happened that night. Did she sleep all night? Did she have a bottle? Did she get up? How was she feeling in the morning? And then we have a routine where Perrette will bring Anne to the door and wave goodbye.
Oh, that's a nice way to transition, isn't it? So that's a nice way for you to transition out, and for Perrette to transition Annie into that care environment and into that space with those other children. So what's her, Anne's experience been in terms of the children that are in care then? Because they've been the same children, haven't they, for that whole period of time?
Yeah. So there's 4 under 2, and Anne is the youngest. So she gets really excited. Whenever she goes to Perrette's, she waits for the door to open. As soon as we knock on the door, Perrette will open the door and she starts jumping up and down and getting excited.
That's so exciting, isn't it?
She knows, and when she comes in to that space, it's early in the morning, so the children are doing breakfast and stuff like that, but all the attention comes to her because she does a bit of a squeal and a wave and gets excited and comes in, and Perrette always gives her a hug and a cuddle in the morning, and says good morning to everyone, and all the children come out and greet her, so that's really nice in the morning. Yeah, so
that's that real connection. She does that connection, connects her back in again. I love that. That's so great. That's the really nice part about the small group environment, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got only those children are familiar all the time.
And the same children.
Yeah, great.
Even though the children are different on different days, it's every week is the same children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And during the day when you're at work, how do you keep connected with what's going on for Anne while she's in care? What are the sorts of things that Perrette does that supports your capacity to do that?
Perrette has a phone app called Kinderloop. It's a program that is website and covers iPhones and Android, so it covers all phone types.
Yeah.
And you get to log into that, and she does her programming and planning. She uploads photos of what they're doing, their activities for the week. Perrette provides all the meals and So she will upload every morning what they're going to have for the
The
day.
menu. Oh, that's great.
Menu,
Yeah.
and you can give her feedback or she hasn't had that before, but give it a try. If you don't want her to have something, then you just let her know. You can make comments and put feedback into Kinderloop.
Okay.
So Perrette a couple of times a day will upload photos of the activities and put on there what they do each day. So that's really nice for me to see what Anne's doing throughout the day and see that she's having a good day, or you know, when they're not having so good days, or Perrette has planned an activity and they're all a bit tired or grumpy, then she'll say, oh, today wasn't a good day, we'll try it another day. Or
So that flexibility,
yeah.
she demonstrates she's really flexible. And in terms of that, the opportunities for you to actually see what happens in the day, you also get to see the development that's going on for Anne. You know, that's shared with you. And
So, because Anne started when she was about 8 months and she wasn't quite crawling, there was some real highlights of when she started crawling and, you know, sitting up eating her food herself, and some of those really, I guess, development physicals and
yeah.
milestones. And I think also her interactions with the other children, you know, social development that she's with the other children are like little mother hens, really, looking up, because Anne's the baby of the group. And it's just nice to see when they're all smiling and, you know, they're just all playing together and having a nice time.
And if you think about your time that you've spent, you know, in a care situation, and you think about what that has meant for Anne in terms of her development, what are some of the things that you see outside of that care environment that are now evident because you've been in socialising with other children?
Anne's really confident, I would say, and she's grown this little personality of when she sees other children outside of care, she'll get excited and she'll want to join in with that group.
Yeah.
And when we go to our mum's group that we have, she's really good at interacting with the other children, but then, you know, she's developing where she's like with sharing and toys, and because normally the toys come to her, so it's just funny how she's developed. She knows what she wants and she knows how to get it, and I think she's developed a really confident personality, and when I'm in that space, she doesn't need to be right on top of me.
Yeah.
She's confident to be in that space and be, I guess, you know,
she's secure in her attachment to you.
That's it.
And what's happened is she's now really confident young person because she now has a great attachment with you, great attachment with the educator as well that cares for her. Amanda, the other day I was talking to you and you were telling me that you're looking for an alternate care arrangement. And tell me a little bit about that, about the difference between when you first went looking for care and now what you know and what you're clear about in terms of that type of care that you want for Anne.
Yeah, I think when I first started this process, I didn't really know what I wanted. I knew I wanted Anne to be safe, and I wanted her to be nurtured if she was upset, and I wanted her to, you know, have a good day and stuff. But I also wanted a focus on her development, but I didn't know what that would look like, or so I went to another educator's house, and my experience, I don't know, but I had an instinct where it didn't feel right for our family, and I thought I was trying to ascertain what sort of planning and what sort of routines and what activities and what outcomes, I guess, that she could provide in all the different developmental areas. And she couldn't really explain that to me, and I think that's one of the things I really got from Perrette.
Yeah,
From
so you
day
have now
one.
have a value of that. And I think that's
Yeah.
really important about everybody's looking for different things when they're looking for care.
Yeah,
And often it's not until you actually are in some sort of situation that you get a real feel for, oh, this is what I need to have happen for my
Yeah.
child. But now you've had that experience, you think,
Yeah.
oh, I'm really confident now about being able to go and look at that and to go with how your instincts, if you like, about that.
yeah, and I think with Perrette, I got an instant good vibe, a good I think from the greeting and how she interacted with the two children on the first day that she had met Anne, really made me feel confident and at ease.
Yeah, and I think that's important for parents to know.
Yeah.
That, you know, go with your gut instinct and be sure about the care arrangement that you decide to take. I think it's a really important facet. 'Cause,
I think it was more
you know,
about not about the space.
Yeah,
It was more about a personal connection.
connection, yeah.
And the instincts.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, Amanda, thank you for sharing your experience with us. I think it's great that you've come along and told us about what it feels like for you to leave your child for the first time. And it's been a really quite a significant journey for you and for Luke to be able to leave Anne and with someone that you don't know,
Yeah.
but you've built a relationship with, and now you have built this community of people that Anne now engages with. So really thank you for sharing with us.
Thank you. And